Hey there YouTube gamers, Zyx here, and today I'm going to be doing an update tutorial on my Dead by Daylight config. Now I've decided to do this because my old one was not really to the point. It was a bit long, it was a bit convoluted, kind of hard to follow, so I thought I'd just make a little update and improve on it. That's not the only reason I've decided to do this. I've also added a few lines and improved the config in several ways. Now what I did not know when I first made the config was Dead by Daylight has a hard FPS cap of 120. If you break this FPS cap, the game begins to stutter, as in movement stutters. I always thought this was just the servers being shit. Turns out it was my shit config. Sorry for anyone who had to put up with that. I've now put the FPS cap to 120, because if you exceed that cap, you run into issues. Obviously we don't want that. 120, I know it's not the highest, but Dead by Daylight's clearly not coded the greatest, so we're going to have to deal with 120 FPS. I'm just about to showcase the difference between the config and without the config. Here on the screen you can see it without the config. It's pretty dark, a lot of fog, hard to see, you know, not the best. That's the reason we're going to use the config. It's also limited to 60 FPS and VSync is on. Now you've got the config, much brighter, easier to see. I'd even argue the game looks better. FPS is now sitting at a solid 120. If you got a decent rig, you're never going to go below that. Big improvement, big improvement. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to download the file from the link in the description. It'll be called ZyxeiZ Config. Just going to open that. It's going to be 3 files. Fuck off, WinRAR. You're going to pop those on your desktop or wherever is most convenient. I'd say desktop. You don't need the readme. This tutorial essentially explains what is said in the readme. This is only for people who happen to download the config from a friend, for example. You get these 2 files, these are the important ones. Now another change I've made is game user settings. I used to have that at 1440p because that's my resolution. Decided to make it easier for all you guys and just set it to 1080p. It's also got the FPS cap there. To just really quickly explain what the config does, the game user settings.ini file, this just puts the resolution to 100%, and this is for texture quality to give you ultra level textures. The rest is just default, except for my resolution. Only important part being frame rate limit and gamma, which just slightly increases the brightness. Now onto engine.ini. This is the much more important file. This is to do with frame rate. That's also to do with frame rate. That's to do with the lighting to increase the brightness. That's to do with how fast notifications etc. go away. This is to do with fog and lighting again, and the killer's red stain. And this section just controls the colour of the scene to make it easier to see. This is to stop sticky keys, and that's to fully disable mouse acceleration. Now you want to go to your Windows search bar and do %appdata%. That'll take you to here. You then want to go back to app data because it takes you to roaming. You go to local, Dead by Daylight, saved, config, Windows no editor. It's just as simple as drag and drop these 2 files into here. They'll replace it, we'll tick replace, choose the replace option. Then you go into your game and you're golden. It'll work. If you have any problems, feel free to ask in the comments. I wanted to keep this one nice and short, and I hope this has been a lot more informative and easier to follow than the last one. I'm improving every day for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this one. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.